See, I have an open. There's certain ways, and I put myself in different times when I'm watching wrestling.
Yes.
I'll watch any kind of wrestling and enjoy it if there's effort.
Right.
I don't care if it's right or wrong. Well, people say there's no right and wrong psychology. It's just different. You go to different countries, they do things. You work for different companies, they do things a different way. But as long as there's effort.
Right.
So sometimes I'm looking at it from that.
Right.
If I'm in a mood to look at it from a point of view of, like, I see a lot of people. My thing was, and this is, I never, because I wasn't very good at this to start with, and I never bought into the whole coming from a carnival and a show atmosphere and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't. I never wanted that term about being a good worker.
Right.
This was the way I based my work on. I used to talk to loads of people, and I'm sure you do, who don't like wrestling, right?
Right.
And when they used to say, when people say to me, I still do, yeah, but when them wrestlers do that, it looks. That was all I ever wanted to do was, I'm going to make sure my stuff doesn't look like that.
Right.
That was my whole outset,
Right.
mindset on how to make my wrestling.
Interesting.
And it was like, if you say that looks phony when they do that, I'm going to make sure I work on mine until it doesn't. I'm going to make sure that whether you like me or not, when you watch it, it looks as believable as you can do. Or if in doing comedy, you understand that I'm doing comedy and it's funny.
Right.
Or if I'm everything is that much. If I
Right.
talk, you say that all you ever hear from wrestlers is.
Right.
That's not what I'm going to do.
Right.
Or if I do it, you're going to know that there's a reason for
Right.
it. And there's a lot of thought out stuff, you know what
Right.
I mean, that I've always thought like that as far as getting in. I haven't got any, I've got no athletic ability. I can go my pace and I can do my stuff and I do it. And I've always think, avoid anything you can't do and do the things you can.
Right.
So I can't do that, but I can do this.
Right.
If you want believable looking wrestling, and I think I'm as good as anybody
Right.
at it. That's just what I do. Grinding away and storytelling stuff. If you want comedy, I can do comedy.
Right.
But it's just watching other people and, God, they're good at that. I marvel at people. I sit there marveling at people going, God, I would never think to do that in a million years.
Right.
I watched Sean. I watched when he, especially when he came back in, more so when he came back in 2000. And just that look and that thing,
Yeah.
that look in his eyes. And I'm all about believing. You know,
Yeah.
and I say this job comes down to three things. Whatever, it's got nothing to do. It starts in your brain, it goes into your heart, and it comes out on your face. And if one of them things is not right,
Right.
some people buy into it, but a majority, to really capture the masses, you've got to truly believe in what you're doing.
Right.
And you've got to show it on your face.
Right.
And if it's not showing on your face and through your eyes, and people go, if you can see into you never trust anybody that they won't look at you in the eyes. And as wrestlers, we seem to forget that. Everything comes through the eyes. We attract from that. It's that belief in yourself.
And you hit it right on the head. I agree with everything you're saying about those three things. Sometimes these days, when you can pick a green guy up who's trying to do those things, but the belief is not there, and you see through them because they're overacting. And so I totally get with what you're saying, but some people, when they don't really believe it, but they're trying to emulate that, it's not the same. There's a big difference, and that to me that just comes with learning the trade.